going to talk today about creating a Gantt chart from the existing data that you have in Excel. Let's look at the data that I have here. I have a task list, and then I have the start date, and then I have the end date. Most important in this chart here is I have the duration between the start and the end date. And what I have done is I have done an if formula so that even if the dates are exactly the same, I always put a 1 because that is quite often a milestone, so you need to have it marked on your Gantt chart. So what we're going to do is select the data, and then we're going to go to the Insert tab, and we're going to select the horizontal bar chart, and we're going to select one with different levels. And now we can drag it across our data a little bit. Okay, so we have a little problem here with the date range. So so what they have done is they've put, when they format the date range, they have put it in number value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down my numbers here, and the earliest start date I have is the 10th, I believe. So let's copy that one. And then let's just go further down here, and let's go paste. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that cell, and I'm going to format that cell, and I'm going to put it into number. And I'm going to say OK. And so there you see that our number is 42195. Now I want it to start a little bit earlier than that, and so I'm going to go and I'm going to right click on my horizontal axis here, my x-axis, and I'm going to format axis. And so now we know that our first date is 42195, so let's put in here for the minimum, let's put in 42192 as the start, and then just because I'm guessing more than anything else, I want it to go a little bit past it, so I'm going to go 42220, and I'll press enter. And so there we have the correct dates for our range. So now the blue here is our start date, and the gray is our end date. So we really don't need the end date on this chart. So let's, we have the chart clicked, and so we go to the Design tab, and we select data, the select data box here. And so let's click on the end, and let's delete or remove that. And then we'll say OK. And then we really don't need to see the start date either. So let's right click on one of these, and let's format data series. And let's go to the paint option, or the paint can option here. So I want no fill on this. And then we'll scroll down a little bit, and I want the border to be no line. All right, and then I'm going to click someplace else, and so there you have your duration of your tasks. Now, though, there's one last thing to do here, and let's right click on the task list here, and let's format axis. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag down a little bit further, and I'm going to select categories in reverse order. And so there you have your Gantt chart made from the data that you already have in Excel. Please subscribe.